What up, family? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are amazing today. It's your boy Raphael, as per usual. Everybody calls me Ralph. If you guys are new to this, you already know this is the weekly market overview. I'm going to give you guys a quick insight of what I see in the marketplace on the few setups I have. I'm not going to be teaching at all. I'm not going to be really like showing you how smart money or Wyckoff works. It's just going to be more so directly showing you a setup I'm looking at for this week. I have four setups in mind actually that I'm looking at. And if you guys have questions in regards to previous setups I've dropped, feel free to just reach out to me on Telegram or Instagram. If not, just comment on the video down below and I'll be able to make sure I help you out with whatever setup you guys are looking at. I'm very active on Telegram, very active on Instagram, so you can definitely reach out to me there, right? So happy Sunday once again to every single one of y'all. Markets are open. I'm excited about the markets this week. I'm about to share my screen, show you exactly what I'm looking at. It's about to be fun, right? Woo! If you guys are new to this, just know that I'm very, very more so advanced when it comes to how I look at setup, how I look at the charts. But rest assured, again, I always do my due diligence of doing my own personal research before even diving into the charts, right? So I'm actually gonna keep my camera off for this session, and I'm just really literally just gonna share with you guys how I'm viewing it, how I'm viewing things, and so you guys just can get a perspective of the marketplace. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my full screen with y'all, right? And you guys a quick view on a few setups I'm looking at. So I'm gonna jump right into right here USD CAD setup from last week. I was able to hop into I'm not feeling super confident with this setup right now. So right here I have the USD CAD. You have a prior right here where you can see you have a limit right here that's set at 2600. Stop loss right above this highs. This is just based off of this structure right here. But right now I'm kind of in drawdown. If we go break these highs, right? If we go ahead and clear this high, it hits the stop. That means we're broken a structure on a daily level. I'm gonna now look to for buys now in the marketplace. But for the time being, I'm gonna stick to this limit that's here. If it hits my stop, it hits my stop. But if not, I'll be looking for that structural sell all the way to this level, right? These levels here and this level down here, we got equal lows here, got equal lows here as well. So this would be my initial movement. That like if it does hit the stop, I'm not gonna now revert my movement and look for this 4-hour last down candle here. Yes, there's a potential opportunity right here, but we want price to come and rebalance itself, right? And we have clear imbalance here that price can do. This is where price, that extension here. I'll be looking right here, maybe on the 2-hour level, right? On the 2-hour level, last down candle. So within the zone from the 23,250 level all the way, all the way to this level right here, down here, right? To the 23 level, I'm gonna be looking to get entries for the buy up once it breaks this high, right? Once and if it breaks that high. But if it doesn't break that high, I'm gonna just maintain the sell pressure all the way down here. So right now we're still bearish as it is, but I would like for me to be really bullish on this. I would like to see this break clear, and then afterwards we can see more upwards momentum, right? So it's gonna be on that 4-hour last down candle. So pay attention to this, say you're alert for that, right? Here on gold, I'm gonna touch on this really quickly. On a daily perspective, if I took these lows to this highs, I'd like to see gold go up slightly higher, right? Just due to the imbalance that we have here. We have an imbalance right here, imbalance there, here also in price. We kind of traded into the 50% when we see on the 4-hour. Excuse me, you guys can also see we traded into this. We can still trade up into this area as well and clear these equal highs here, right? So I'm still pretty much more so looking for a higher price on this. We've hit now before market closed last week. We've hit this level, so I'd like to see price come here, test right here, this level right here, right? Once price comes and test this level, which it already has, right? But if we move on to the 2-hour, we kind of see what's going on here. On these areas, we have this candle that's not really been attended to yet. So that's why I got this level here. So price can come react into the 78.6 level. And I can see potential reaction to the upside, or even price come back to the 88.6 and upside momentum, right? So that's what I'm seeing there. GU, I'm not looking at anything for so far. I want to see what happens throughout the week. Where is it going to stop us? We're going to keep going lower, and then I'll be able to now make proper decision of what's going to happen. But we have this daily low. I want to see if we're going to maintain this daily low and hold it first, and I'll keep going upwards. If that's the case, it's going to be beautiful. If not, last week's sell off was really nice. We may continue selling down if we do just maintain this, but if not, as I'm looking at it, structure, pull back into this area, right? And continuation to the downside for sure, right? That's more so I'd look at it. If you're looking on an hourly perspective, this makes sense, pull back, keep selling. So that's what I'm looking at here. AU, for the moment, AU, I'm not seeing anything too interesting. As it is, I was looking for that 8-hour push up last week. Initially, we did have that initial push up, and then it ran down the lows. But right now, we have a last prior up candle before the down move here. So I'm looking for either this move right here on a 50% level, right, of the marketplace, or we're bringing back to the discount levels right here. 4-hour, 2-hour perspectives. I'd be setting a limit and just more so riding it down. How I like to move, if I'm gonna set a limit right here, it's gonna be more so this stop, and we're gonna go all the way to the bottom of the range. If you wanna take it from there and run your stop right above this high, you can too. Or just simply make it simple for yourself. Don't overcomplicate it. Yes, price could just go push up there, but there's a lot of lower prices that we have to achieve, right? So if I go on a daily perspective, reset chart, you guys see we have structure to go. We have a ways to go. So from that area that I'm looking at, let's say right here all the way to here, that's a good 400 pips, right? Is it going to do that all right now this week? No, of course. So I'm going to go for first 100 pips, then 150, and then from there we'll be moving forward, right? So that's what I see for the time being, right? So your USD, pretty much similar. I'm not seeing nothing too crazy yet. I want to see what happens before I even tap into it. But your USD, still very much bearish on this. I'd love to see price now trade into this area, get myself an entry here off of the opening price of 4-hour, then trade lower. We go on the 2-hour perspective, 2-hour time frame. We have this. We're going to 1 hour. We have also this right here. So stop loss above the high. This right here, I'd like to take, and we have an imbalance here as well. So price could come in, trade into the imbalance, and trade lower, or like this already reacted on the hourly, and it could trade lower as well. So go clear equal lows and get lower prices. Now moving into the pounds, I'm gonna go on Forex here. So GN, I want you guys to pay attention to GBP NZD. So right here, personally speaking, I like the 4-hour zones, and the 4-hour zones already here. You see this play right here that got played off of this area, and which is also a daily area. Excuse me. Yeah, daily area got reacted there. Price pushed up, and we're maintaining this, right? So far we haven't broke this. So I believe we can still play the same point of interest again. So from the 4-hour all the way to the 2-hour point of interest. So I'd have my entry anywhere right here. All right, stop loss below the low. That was a good 12-to-1 risk reward trade. All the way up until like pretty much those highs right there. That's pretty much how I'm seeing it on JPNZD. That's my coordinates. Entry, stop, and you pick your multiple take profits wherever you want them to be, whether it's up top here, you choose. Going back to your GBP, personally speaking, I like to see lower prices, price potentially move into this area, and then we can see lower. And now in the event that we do break above that high, you can now looking for breaking over that high. We can now look for pricing now trade back into this area, right? Trade back into this area and potentially give us upside momentum. But for right now, I'm looking to play Euro GBP from back here. Given that we're still here, unless it breaks the high, then we're going to be looking for a retracement back down, and then we're buying up, following the structure. But I like this 2-hour point of interest that's right up here. Last up candle for the price down movement. Price can easily, still pretty bullish. I believe price can really easily move into this area. That's their discount price. And as you can see from the fibs, it's maintaining. right? So trading to this 71% would be nice, but I like this extension of the 78.6 and 88.6. If price cannot make it there, I'd be very, very more so happy to trade lower. Now, looking at also your NZD, your NZD, your NZD. These are pairs I'm just keeping an eye on. Personally speaking, I'm still bullish on this. As I spoke on the previous week, I love to see reaction into this area, right? If we're going to 4 hour to the 2 hour, 4 hour point of interest. So price would like to see price trading to this area and now move upwards, right? Now, if price now moves to this area and then and automatically moves down to this area and automatically rejects, right? We're gonna be looking for that push up to this area. I wanna see price break it, then come back and rebalance itself and keep going. If in the event price does not, make it there and we end up clearing this low first, what you'll now be looking for you'll be looking for entry for anywhere in these zones all the way to the downside, right? So 2 hour momentum, last up candle for the down move, that's gonna be that 80 level. So you can already see from there what's gonna be happening on these levels as well, right? So guys, so that was USD CAD. That was your NZD. This is pretty much what I'm seeing. Coordinates. I'm gonna just set a limit for these trades. I'm not gonna be doing anything more than that. Right here. I'm not gonna be doing anything more than that. I'm just gonna set my limit. Price below the lows. Take it up, right? This one more so what I'm thinking about. I want to see price drop into this area at first. Price drops into this area, catches the entry, 10 to 1 risk reward trade. I'm gonna just take it to this high, and that's what I want to see there. So there's Euro NZD, there's GBP NZD, more so two very similar things, right? So I want to see both of these play out properly. Once these play out, I'm gonna be very, very confident. I'm gonna be good for the week. Once again, the USD CAD, I'm very, very iffy about this. If we're to break the high, we're gonna see price trade back into this, and we can now, take it up much, 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 much higher after that. So trade into this higher. If it holds here, you can pop into lower time frame to see what's actually best for you. 45. Maybe even the 15-minute chart. All depends what's there actually, right? All depends what's there. But for right now, I'm gonna stick to my 4 hour point of interest, right? I'm gonna see how this plays out, and if in any case it's not playing out how I'd like for it, we'll still have GN, Euro, NZD, they're ready for us. And as far as the New York pairs, USD pairs, let's wait and see how those run and play out throughout this week. DXY is still pushing upwards, right? Given that it's still pushing upwards, we can see the euro gaining strength. We can see the pound gaining strength, right? But if this actually does reject and starts falling, that's when we're gonna see gold start falling as well. GU start doing this thing to the downside. But yeah, the dollar's gonna gain strength, right? So let's see how this plays out. It's gonna be a very interesting week. For those of you guys looking at GPNZD, once again, guys, don't fret. Don't fret. GPJPY is still, GPJPY is still lit. I personally just, I was looking for these setups right here, right? We hit the 50 level. We didn't exactly hit the 71% level that I would have liked for us to hit. If you base off of this high to this now new low here, or if you're looking at it like this last week, that's how you would have played it. Right? We had a hidden demand here. It played off for the buy. Buy does now sell as per usual. But for me personally, I like where the market is doing. Markets should probably come down to trade into these lows. We have this last down here, so I want to see price going to maintain. If we're going to hold on to these lows, or that will mean that we're going to start buying up from here. But right now, it looks like the trend of this looks like it's going to be coming down, and potentially clear these lows and make it into this area as well before we start pushing up, right? So let's wait, let's see, let's be patient, and let's get to the bag. That's pretty much what I can see with this. What's the name? USD CHF. To be very, very blunt with you guys. Just look, it's going to give you a view of what I'm seeing. Potentially make it up into this area, continue to buy up, clear the highs. That's if the DXY plays out in our favor. If not, originally I was always looking at this area, this section, for that point of interest. point of interest reach, 4-hour time frame. I like this. I like what's going on here. Looks promising. So let's wait and see. Let's have a phenomenal week. Right? So GN, Euro NZD, USD CAD. All right, that's the main thing I'm gonna keep my eye on. I'm gonna be looking at XGX as well this week. But as for right now, nothing crazy. I just want to see how the market plays itself. For this guy looking at this, we were looking at it last week. I was potentially looking for getting an entry within this imbalance. Didn't quite make it to the 50% imbalance. At the time I was looking at it. So I missed that move. That was like barely anything. That was a nice drop off as well. So potentially we can still make it back into these areas, continue. But right now, 4-hour time frame, looking at it. 4-hour time frame, 4-hour perspective, the last down candle before the prior movement. So we could come into this, hold in this area, and now start pushing up. But let's be aware of this last down candle. That means there's a lot of volume right here. So let's be mindful of the volume that's right there, and potentially we may be able to sneak ourselves in with our position right here, right? So that's all I mean by sometimes those wicks are really something. So we got a position right here we can stick. You can stick a move on it, and we can stick a move on right here on this position right here. So really entirely up to you guys how you want to play this, how you want to play those movements. I just like to look from a higher time frame point of interest and then execute in any case, right? So that's just me. That's what I'm seeing. 4-hour last down candle before prior movement. It's already reacting, but this whole point of interest is very, very lucrative. So I do believe, anything into the zone is gonna now reject towards more upside momentum. Higher lows should be formed here, and now we keep going. Just remember structure, like basic structure. High, what's this? What's much equal highs here? The higher high was created with equal highs. Now lower high was created. Is it gonna go do a lower low, or is it gonna fail to do a lower low and give us a higher low, and then just go for a higher high? So let's be patient. Let's see. But if not, if I was to limit order this, I'd wait for it to come up to New York session, and then I would just really just tag my stops in properly below the low, 10 to 11 points at most, and then tag it all the way up, right? So we're still gonna have a great risk reward. Risk reward is there if you want to use the lower entry. You're risking more or less 60 points, and you're taking into the high, right? Don't be impatient, just be patient, right? Be patient for the movements to come to you. And it could be a lot of fun, right? So that's what I'm seeing mainly. Nothing too crazy on these pairs. I'm not seeing nothing too dramatic so far. Of course, on GA, I'm all paying attention to this section, this area. But as far as more than that, like I'm good with what we have that's setting up right here. So I'm gonna wait for the setups to happen. I'm gonna wait for the market to come to me, and then move forward, guys. US 30, same thing as XPX once again for you. So you guys that trade it, we're trading into the zones, into those areas. Perspective is everything. 4-hour perspective is gonna be here. We're gonna have the 1 hour, 2 hour zones as well. So guys, keep your eyes peeled. Be patient. Stay ready. Patience really, really, really pays. So on that note, guys, have a phenomenal rest of your weeks. If you guys have questions, make sure you go ahead and hit me up on Instagram or Telegram. And once again, like, subscribe, comment, right? So let me know if there's anything you'd like for me to add in the future. And I'll be coming up with a how to play straight on miniature before as the week goes by, right? So on that note, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your week, family. Have a good time. Peace.